a vaccination observation vlog, and I decided I have to start it here with Lily. She's looking especially fluffy on this gray, dreary day, and I put this blankie, which I usually put on the back, I put it down here, and she's like, yes, this is acceptable. This is acceptable, mama. And yeah, so I just wanted to start the vlog with Lily. Say hi, Lily. Hi. She's like, stop bothering me, Mama. Stop bothering me. Okay. Hello, everyone. Oh, those lights should be on, but I'm not going to worry about it. This is a very casual vlog, as I like to do. And I just wanted to, so the introduction will be Lily. And I'm getting ready to go to the dentist. So this is like the first day of my break. And I have the whole rest of the week off, and even yesterday was sort of a less busy day than usual, because I did cancel one class, because in the fairy tale class, because I did not get sick at all this weekend, this semester, I'm kind of ahead of schedule, and so there's no point in adding extra material. I mean, I always could, but I don't want to. So I just canceled class. Plus it's the Thanksgiving day, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, even though they don't like us to do that. But if I'm ahead of schedule anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm sure it doesn't. They'll be happy. And so I'm going to the dentist first. Such a fun day. And it's really like gray and dark today, which on the one hand, it's nice if you can get cozy, but it takes me a while to get the house to the temperature that I need it to be. And then, so 11 o'clock is the dentist. It's about 10:20 now. And then 12:30 is the shots. And it's interesting because I posted on Facebook. I haven't really interacted much with people on Facebook, but it's so fun to do. Like, I posted a question about how people feel about masking up while traveling. And I'm getting such good feedback from former students who are now out in the world doing great things, who travel to Copenhagen, to wherever, to London. And they all tell me that everyone who's written back has said that they masked up and that they didn't regret it, but that not many other people were masked. And that's the issue with masks, is that I remember in COVID we were told, and this is where the sort of resentment came from people who refused to do it, the more people who wear the masks, the better the protection. You are protected from germs, so to speak, because they're wearing a mask. And so my question and I've in the meantime read a New York Times article, how are you protected if you're the only one wearing a mask? And the New York Times article was interesting because it talked about how once you're in flight and you got the circulation, it's actually not so bad. They say it's bad on planes, for example, when you're getting ready to fly, and when you come down, when they turn off the circulatory stuff, because then you're with a bunch of people in the tin can. So, but I think I probably will mask on the plane, and I'm almost thinking it might be a good idea to just wear it around now a little bit, or after the break, to get used to wearing a mask again, because it takes a bit of getting used to. And I think, and also the fact that I'll be wearing it and no one else will be. The shot at 12:30, and I do want to document it just for myself because I think it's interesting. It's the kind of thing that I would kind of watch, I think. I don't know. Because, and so let me give you a little health update in general. So I remember the last time I got the booster was in April, before my trip to Germany, April 22. So it's been a while. Now it's November 23. So I haven't got any kind of COVID booster since then. And that time, even before, I wasn't doing as well. I had more pain. I'm pretty good right now. I can always tell about how many times I need to dip into my low dose opioid, which I only dip into if I need to, and I haven't been needing it as much. I mean, not even every day. I mean, when I teach, sometimes I need one every day, but haven't taken one yet. Don't think I will, until I need one. I'm pretty sure I'll probably get sick enough to need something when the vaccination reaction hits. And it really kind of, the first time was absolutely awful. I still remember the first, even the first one or the second, one of the main COVIDs. I was like, this is awful. This is like the worst flare I've had ever. Like, it's equal to when I flared the first time with my rheumatoid arthritis. I was horizontal in pain for at least a day, if not longer, and it took me a long time to get out of it. And then ever since then, I've had reactions, but not as that cruel. The second one was, partly because it's coming. And I've always had a reaction. I don't even remember the third one. But and in the past I've had to cancel class, but now because we're on break anyway, I scheduled it such that I don't have to do that. But I'm thinking, and we'll see how I feel this time tomorrow. Like almost 24 hours. I mean, maybe over the worst of it. Because the last time I had the thing, I felt bad during the night. I remember there's even a video of me at 4:30 saying, the title of this vlog should be, it's 4:30. I'm awake at 4:30 and everything hurts. And everything hurts because everything did hurt in this weird, flary joint pain. I even said that the tops of my feet hurt. I can't even imagine that. But that's how it is when you're in this kind of chronic fibromyalgic, rheumatic type of pain. And then there's the pain aura, which the pain aura is this feeling of pre-pain pain, where it's sort of, there is some pain there, but it's very sort of a subtle pain. And you have this feeling of whatever, if you would touch something, it would hurt. Like you just feel very very on edge about everything. And I think that is the chronic pain stuff coming through. Anyway, lots of things to look forward to here for this vlog, right? Pain! It's just so masochistic of me, but I'm not. I mean, it's just the way it is. And I have a feeling it will be fine. I'll be fine. Plus tomorrow I have nothing. I do have, of course, some prep to do and some teaching stuff to do to get ready. But basically I can take tomorrow off the whole day if I have to, which I have not had a day off. I take Saturdays off because I need to for my health, and I'm glad I do. But if like a non-Saturday off day, I haven't had a day off since whenever school started, basically. And even during the summer, I felt kind of stressed with the new book, even though I was in the summertime. So I'm just a chatty lady, aren't I? In my vlogs. You can just do them as a podcast. Oh yeah, which reminds me, so yet again, Austin Kleon, this guy on his Substack, he just gives me so much joy and so many things to look at. It almost kind of puts me on edge because it's like there's so many great things and I don't have time. But I found through him, I don't even know exactly, he leads you on these trails because he has links to everything. There's a great set of podcasts through this site called Pushkin. I don't know. I'll see if I can find links to it. But anyway, well, actually, there's many things that I've discovered that I want to check out. But the one thing I did discover is that there's an over hour long discussion of Werner Herzog, who absolutely loves this book called The Peregrine. And he's the one who made me want to read it. And he says it has a great introduction by this person who I've always wanted to check out, Robert McFarlane, who's written all kinds of nature stuff. But Werner Herzog, and the key thing he said was, it's not a book about a bird, which I guess Robert says in here. It's a book about how to become a bird. You got me there. You got me right there. This sort of, and all sort of memories of reading Chouette and all that stuff, like and even reading or listening to the first volume of T.H. White, where little, what's his name? Arthur, I guess, or someone has to sort of enter into the consciousnesses of various creatures. I'm obsessed a little bit with that idea, more than just sort of straight up nature stuff. This is why I'm such a fiction person and I'm not a non-fiction person, or like philosophy or something, as opposed to just observing. So this has risen up on the TBR so much so that I'm tempted to push other things aside. I mean, I'm going to definitely finish Matrix, which I'm still enjoying, but I'm kind of realizing I just don't like it as much. And maybe I just don't think it's that great. It's good, but I'm trying to decide, is it just me? Oftentimes it's me. I always just doubt but I'm allowed to not like things that everyone else likes, even if it's unfair. We all do that. But so that's still going, and then I'm still struggling to finish Foresight Saga, which has come back and is better now. There's sort of sections that are less engaging than others, but with an 800 whatever page book, that's not unusual. Hello, I am back with my first post-shot update at 4:28 p.m. and the day kind of took a turn a little bit. I will tell you all about it. Right now, like I had the shot at about 1 o'clock, I guess. It took a while for them to get me in there, 1:45, and it's like this pre-phase where I'm not sure if I feel effects already. I do feel perhaps a little headachy. That's the one thing, but that's not what I wanted to tell you about. Oh my gosh. So the dentist. So first off, they took the yearly x-rays, and it turns out I need a new crown, which is annoying, but no big deal, no big deal. The bigger deal is there's something on my tongue and I need to get what is, I call it a brush biopsy of this thing on my tongue. So potentially having tongue cancer was not on my bingo card for this year. And, fingers crossed that it's not that. But the thing about these things is you've got to find out. And so, and you're in this limbo of thinking the worst. Of course, someone like me is already Googling and I'm already becoming an expert. All in all, it's not pleasant, but whatever. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. What happened was, I said to him, can this wait till I come back from my trip to Germany? And he said, no, it shouldn't. He's like, no, you should get it done sooner. The crown's waiting until I get back. Just after I get back, we'll do the crown thing. But this thing, he wanted me to get looked at sooner. So then you call and they're like, oh, how about January 28th? I'm like, my doctor would like me to get in sooner. And so then the whole rigmarole of trying to find someone who'll do it, plus my anxiety kicks in because I'm still teaching and busy and getting grades in until the 12th of December. And now also doing the brush biopsy of my issue. And in the beginning, I was like, oh, that's going to be terribly painful. But now that's not even my main concern. I have a feeling it will be unpleasant. Like when he said that that's what they do, I'm like, oh, that sounds like so much fun. I was like super jolly with these people, and most of them don't respond. It's just my way of dealing with being anxious. They might even just go and take the piece out, but I don't know if they would do that straight away. That does sound kind of painful, but whatever. Please take it out, because yeah. So then I called them back, and they're like, well, try these other people, and then if you can't do it with them, call back and we'll find you some other people. So I tried the other two people that they gave me the numbers of, and both of them had, one of them, the appointment was on the day I'm supposed to leave, 12th, and the other one was also in January. So, and then she had said that parodontists, is that what they're called, parodontists? A different type of oral surgeon type, dentist type. So then I just, on my own, because she wasn't picking up the phone, found someone and made my own appointment. And then the whole thing, and it's going to be fine. And that's going to be Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So like a week from today, basically, right? Yeah, that's good. Don't have to wait that long. And it's going to be in a town further away from us, Middletown, but that's okay. We'll go there. But then the issue happened with, you want to make sure that it's covered by your insurance. And it is covered, I think. This first procedure is covered. I hope they do it the first time they see me. I hope I don't have to go back. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to worry about it. So many things to worry about. Take your pick. But then the first lady that I called, who didn't have an appointment until later on, she said she made a comment that does make you realize certain things, depending on parts of the body. She said, well, depending on where it goes after we have done this initial thing, it may be more a medical issue, not a dental issue, and then you'll have to check your insurance to sort of check about coverage. Because I gather if it is that, the big C, it turns into more of a medical issue and it's not an oral issue, or at least not a dental issue. It's not a dental issue. It's a more medical issue because it's cancer. Yeah, so the day took a bit of a turn. I mean, I don't feel bad. And it's so weird now, because now if I feel kind of like sore and achy, it's probably the shot. It's not anything. And so the issue, for one thing, it's probably a little bit sore because they've been poking around in it, and I have been kind of looking at it a lot. It's a small lesion that has not gone away, and it is changing a little bit, but it's quite small on the tongue, and it does seem like I'm sore on this side. And another sort of, this is the way your brain works when you have an overactive, overthinking type brain. So I remember last spring, at least, having lots of issues with hoarseness, being hoarse, and even sometimes a sore throat. So, and all of these things. Of course, it's a little unfair that, this is just roll the dice, but the two main reasons why people get it are tobacco and alcohol, and I do like my drinks of wine, but I would not say that I'm a super overindulger. So it seems, but you know, I'm not gonna drink now because mainly because of the vaccination stuff. So, but that's the whole thing with cancer. There's so many people who didn't have smoke and get lung cancer, and can't really. And it's definitely the front part of the tongue. It wouldn't be the one that's further back, which is connected to other things like HPV. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Silliness of my life, but it's a kind of a normal thing. So I think it was yesterday or the day before. Oh, it was because I was weighing my luggage, and so I weighed myself. Guess who thought that they had to go back on Weight Watchers? And I did. I decided to pay for a month. The thing, I hate diet culture, of course, but I also think that me and a lot of other people, you're not honest about what you're eating. You're not honest about how much you're putting into your body that you don't really need and that you're eating for other reasons. And so I was sort of unhappy with the number. And I know that, so the thing about the diet is that it's a diet, and so it has all the negative aspects of a diet. And the main thing is that you're restricting. I've said this before. It's pretty, in order for me at my age and with my inability to really do a lot of heavy exercise, I need to restrict quite disciplined, in a disciplined way. And the thing is, of course, if you get used to it, your body can get used to not eating as much, especially not all the non-nutritious things that I like to eat, chocolates, even the alcohol. So I was all fine with that, but now I am doing the thing of, well, if I have a, I'm not going to go on a diet, because I'll do what the doctors say, like, don't eat this. If they tell me not to drink, I won't drink anymore. But like, why should I be focused on the aesthetics when I might be seriously ill? And that hasn't kicked in completely. For one thing, yesterday I ran over to Kroger and got a bunch of like actual eggs, as opposed to like the microwavable things that we get sometimes, or lots of apples and oranges, and I'm gonna eat them all. But it does sort of give you pause and like, do I really want to be dieting right now when I might be sick? Like, but I still want to eat. I have an appetite. So life is life. And I did not know that that's, I guess I guess I thought that he would say it's nothing. And he did kind of say it's probably nothing, but from what you're telling me and the fact that it's been around for a while and then it's changed a little bit, it's gotten bigger. He's like, I think you should go have the check to see that it's nothing serious. And maybe it is. And it is kind of sore right here, my jaw is sore. But that also is just, it's the psychosomatic stuff of, well, if you're always looking at it and poking at it, of course it gets sore. But yeah, but I feel cozy now. I feel better now. I have my appointment, and it's soon. It's next Tuesday, as opposed to not having to wait. Fun times. I didn't think the dentist would be the shocking thing. But I'm still going to continue with my, how do I feel with the vaccination stuff. I think I am starting to feel it, because it's this weird, you have like a headache, but you're also kind of shivery. And part of that is it's still not that warm in the house, but I think part of it is you just get these shivers. That is part of one of the symptoms. Chills, they call them chills. That's how you can tell you feel kind of sick, because you have the chills. To be honest, I'm also a little bit hungry because I'm trying to be good about food. That's happened before. I had a bit of a meltdown because I was really hungry. And see, this is the thing with the diet, because you're restricting, and so you get really hungry before you can have your meal. And when some other stressor comes in, for example, needing to call to make an appointment for a thing, gets in the way of, so I really kind of needed to just stop and make my food. And yeah, that was a bit of a conniption there. And yeah, but it all got worked out and I had good food. And so yeah, and I think it's going to be a long vlog, but there won't be that many more. I'll come at you when I'm I'll tell you how I'm feeling, maybe one time before bed. We'll see. And it's been a bit of a day, hasn't it? And I haven't gotten any cozy reading done or even any work done, because figuring out the whole insurance, all that stuff, took a bit of time, and calling around to places to get this appointment. It took a lot out of me. I will report back, and we'll see. Bye for now. The kitties have decided today is a very cute day. I'm showing you another. Look at these two. Hey, you guys. They're both sitting on the mat that we got from Mr. T's igloo. Is this Shirley in the back? Is it Shirley? Mr. T and Shirley? Is it Shirley? Shirley? Or is it Laverne? I can't tell, but it's probably... Is it Shirley or Laverne? Bill, do you know who it is? The black one? Oh, he always leaves.
I'm out of here.
Is it Shirley or Laverne?
That's really her Laverne.
Yeah, it's Laverne, of course, because Laverne loves him so much. Wherever he goes, she goes. He's so cute. Miss Lily's like, yeah, we can keep this here. She hasn't been here all day, although if you're watching my vlog, it seems like that, because the beginning of the vlog was with her there. Okay, we haven't even had dinner yet, so this is an unplanned update, but I think I'm definitely starting to feel not great. I mean, then there's also the issue of trying not to think about my issues that I've talked about in a previous section. I knew this would happen. It all gets kind of connected because I'm starting not to feel good anyway. We will manage. He's so cute. We will be okay. We will be okay. Hey everyone, I am really tired. I'm okay pain-wise. This is the thing on the tongue is kind of, sometimes at night it starts hurting more. And of course now with the added, like, oh, you know, it might be something bad, whatever. But it's not really worse. It's just, plus it might get worse because of what I'm doing with the vaccine. So yeah, I will report back. Hopefully I'll just sleep and then I'll be fine tomorrow, you know. That would be good, that I don't wake up in super duper pain. And if I do, we will manage. There'll be like depending on how I feel, there'll be one or two more check-ins. Bye. Hey everyone, I'm back with my quiet voice because it is 4:30 in the morning. And now I can lie on my bed and you still see the pretty lights, not the other ones. So I wanted to give a status update. It's really interesting. So I've been up for a while, maybe 3 something. I mean awake. And so the pain is there and it's severe, but I can sort of tell that I didn't have the underlying pain issues as much. So what I would say is I'm very stiff and sore in the arm. I'm so sore. We all know that. But what's missing is the aura aspect, this aura of feeling extremely like in this cloud of pain. The cloud is dissipated somewhat and I'm just sort of achy. And I guess the body ache is less. It's interesting. I still feel a little headachy and I'm fatigued and I'm glad I don't have to work today. This is Shirley being annoying, especially because I'm speaking. But I would say this is probably the best reaction I've had. I mean, I'm still quite sore and I did have to take a pill, so I'm still sore. Like, I can tell when I move. And now I understand when I said the tops of the feet hurt, because my feet in general have pain, as we all know, sometimes, like all different kinds of pain. I had surgery on my left big toe 5 years ago, chilectomy and all kinds of things, screw fixation, whatever. And it was to help with hallux rigidus, with big toe foot pain, specifically when walking. And I have a feeling that's going to come back to haunt me. I mean, because he even said we'll give it 7 years. And then we'll have to see. So that's sometimes I can feel that it's sore. And of course I have my other Achilles issue, which is doing as well as it can do. It's not that bad right now because I always wear the right shoes and I don't walk much. That's really, and when I do walk, I just always now ask myself, how will this impact me? How will it affect my energy to walk down the stairs? I usually take elevators, but sometimes I take the stairs. The problem with stair walking when you're slightly disabled, like at school, I'll be walking down slowly holding onto the rail, and a bunch of young folk who don't understand that I need to be on that side and holding that rail. I'm in their way, and they're like they walk around me, or they're just kind of like I can sense impatience, like this old person's in my way, kind of, which I understand, but that's the thing about being disabled, is that you have to deal with other people not understanding your issues. I don't know why she's being like this. So yeah, I'm going to be of good spirits and enjoy my day off, kind of. We'll see. That's my little update for now. I'm still reading this, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. One thing, I think the writing is strong, of course, people like it, and I do like the fact that it's female-centric, and that if there's ego involved, it's of a slightly different nature. But I think something about the fact that it's extremely episodic. It's just sort of scenes from her life, and scenes from her. She's just had the vision, and now she's getting in a bit of a labyrinth. And it's as if there's not enough of a through line yet for it to be sort of a fantastic, memorable read for me. So we'll see. But I'm still enjoying it enough. I want to read it. It's not very long, so I'm not going to give up on it. I refuse to give up on the Matrix. I give up on so many things. I will report back. And thank you all for bearing with me. See, the hoarseness. That gives me pause. But it could also just be that I'm thirsty. Talk to you soon. Bye. So I'm going to finish this very long vlog. I am doing quite well. Much better than I had feared, to be honest. And in the nighttime chat, I had a whole long unnecessary thing about my issue that I found out about yesterday. But I cut it because we're good. I mean, it is what it is, and we will take it from there, because that's what you got to do. And I'm kind of still hoping it might just be, because it may well just be something not bad, benign, or even just tooth trauma. And even if it is something bad, we'll take it step by step. And yeah, I feel okay. I have some pain. My tummy's a little bit sore, but I don't know what that is about. But I'm with it enough to be hungry again. I'm still trying to not eat so much. I've had a little thing of oatmeal and an apple and an orange, and I'm craving bread, basically. Well, we'll see. I think I'm gonna have another cup of coffee, because that's doable. And all these kind of hacks that you have to do when you're trying to restrict in a meaningful way, not in a starvation way. And I won't ever do that. And plus tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I'm kind of I say to Bill, I might have to go to Kroger because I need to pick out a dessert, because I want some pie or something. We're not big bakers or anything. He'll cook tomorrow. He'll cook the little Cornish hens that we have, and red cabbage, and some kind of, I think just potato. I think we've even given up on stuffing. I love good stuffing, but we don't need it. The big difference for us there will be gravy, which we never have normally. We just don't do roast or anything. So, and it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I feel quite jolly. I have had, back in the other update, I'd had one pill, but so far I have not had to have anything else. Well, I take that back. I did take some ibuprofen, I think. The lady at the pharmacy, she was a bit curt, but because I'm sensitive, whatever. And she's like, you can take Tylenol for the pain. And that's why I didn't even ask her about, I did ask her about the shingles. We got that kind of out of the way. Oh, I didn't ask her about masking. I don't think she would have been that engaging, would have had anything good to say on that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just didn't give her a chance. I don't know. They were a little bit weird there yesterday. I think that's just, I've said this before, when you are a highly sensitive person or an empath, and I think I am, interfacing with medical or professionals who have their own way. Some are very friendly, some are kind of like, who are you? Don't bother me. Or they shoved over the sort of the thing you're supposed to fill out ahead of time of all your symptoms. I'd already done that online. That always happens. I always do it online, and they're like, here, do it. And it's really just a time delaying technique on their part. And like, okay, this is silly, but the paper that they gave me was all, it needed to be retoned. What a weird vlog. Apologies for length. Apologies for lack of bookish things. But what's interesting about vlogs, and I think I will post it, even though it's a half an hour long, is how they are really, you get that at the moment reaction. Like, I had no clue that they would go the way it did. And it did kind of throw me for a little bit. Just kind of everything he said about what he saw there, he says, well, it's probably nothing, but he said something like the location of it is a very common location for something bad. I don't know what he said, cancer I'm already doing cancer research. And I know there's a book out, there's a nonfiction book that I kind of want to read about it because it's a fascinating disease. And this would be the squamous one, that kind, if it is something. It's like, why am I even doing this? Because I'm crazy. But I think it's pretty normal, and I'm not going to give myself a hard time for doing it, for being a bit googly, because it's also kind of fascinating. And the whole distinction between the back of the tongue and the front of the tongue, and like how it can impact the lymph nodes and also the vocal cords, which is why my hoarseness that I sometimes had gives me pause a little bit. Not really. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm fine. You never know. We'll just deal. And what else? Yeah, that's why I am going to post it, even though I fully understand if people don't want to just sit and listen to me rant and rave about my stupid little illnesses. Extremely first world. I am aware, but it's okay. Gosh, I do feel a little. I'm not completely, but I feel like it's still so. I'm trying to distill this distinction. It's as if I was sort of basically healthy before, and now I have had the setback, as opposed to being somewhat like chronically ill and then having that kind of setback with the whole pain aura. That's how it feels. It feels so. I think that's what's making me feel pretty good. It's like, well, I think in general I'm doing okay, even though I don't work that much. And I do have to do certain things for my back, like I put a heating pad on it, and I don't move enough for reasons that may or may not be excuses. But considering all those things, I'm doing pretty well. And considering I have this thing on my tongue, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you all for watching and commenting. I'm going to go back. I also want to try and get better at watching other people's stuff. I haven't really been doing much of that for time reasons. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I think it's funny when students sometimes come up to me and say, so what do they do for Thanksgiving in Germany? Sorry, I shouldn't be. I'm like, nothing. It doesn't. Most people don't do that. But occasionally you'll get that. Occasionally you'll get the, what do they do for Thanksgiving? They do it for Christmas, which is legit because, it is different. But for the Thanksgiving, I'm like, okay, history lesson incoming. I will talk to you probably at the weekend again. I'll give you another update. Or if I'm sort of not into it, I will wait until I find out more. And then there'll be an update. We shall see. And I'm on the Instagram. I'm doing my stationery thing. You know it. Okay. Goodbye. See you later. Thanks for watching and subscribing.